Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're struggling to find a personal loan, okay, and you have bad credit and you stay in Alaska, I'm going to show you some of the places that you should take a look at. Now, the first one is Credit Fresh. Now, with Credit Fresh, they offer a line of credit, okay? And if you're in Alaska, you can actually get approved for this. All right. Of course, they have their criteria. Also, in terms of these type of lenders, I'm gonna introduce you to. They do not do a hard pull on the personal credit. They do use third party financial credit bureaus, which I'm going to share with you as well. But as you can see with Credit Fresh, they offer lines of credit from 500 up to 5,000 in the state of Alaska. Okay. Now, here's the reason that I like this is because with the line of credit, keep in mind if they approve you for 5,000 but you only use $2,500 of it, they only charge you interest on the 2,500 and not the full 5,000. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I like this. Let's talk about Rise Credit. Now, Rise Credit, they are a tribal lender. Okay, they are a tribal lender. And the thing about it with Rise Credit, as you can see in the state of Alaska, they offer loans from 500 up to $5,000 as well. Now, with these here tribal lenders, just keep in mind the interest rates is definitely going to be much higher than your traditional banks and credit unions. All right, but the thing about it is less red tape. Okay, and the reason it's less red tape is because the tribal lenders they're governed by their own entity, so they don't have the regulations as with the banks and credit unions. And in terms of who do they report to, let me show you about Rise Credit. Here's the thing about it with Rise Credit when it comes to credit reports. Like they would look at your Experian TransUnion, but they would also look at Clarity, which is owned by Experian, and Teletrack, which is owned by Equifax. Okay, so they're not going to do a hard pull on your credit. They're going to use these here third party credit bureaus, and I'll explain those in a minute. Another tribal lender that you can use in Alaska that's online is Uprova, and as you can see here, their loans go from 300 up to 5,000. Now, again, most people they get caught up on having bad credit, but I would tell you this most of the time, a lot of these lenders, they don't deny you because of bad credit. What it is that many people may not be in that region where they actually service, but you're in Alaska, so they service you. Another thing is in terms of what the amount of money you have. They usually want you to have at least $1,000 after taxes monthly. Okay, so that's not weekly, that's not bi-weekly, that's monthly. So if you're able to show the proof that you're bringing in at least $1,000 after taxes monthly, this is one of their bigger criteria. Now, there's something else that will get you denied that most people are not aware of when I'm talking about the third party financial credit bureaus. When we're talking about the address on the credit application, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Another place in Alaska you guys can go to that's online is Green Dollar Loans. Okay, as you can see here, they offer loans from 100 all the way up to 5,000, and as you can see, their interest rates here is much lower. Right, from 5.99 to up to 35.99. All right, now with Green Dollar Loan, it is a platform, but they do work with tribal lenders. Okay, so that's the reason it may be much easier going through them in order to get qualified for a loan. For you guys in Alaska that's working a W 2 job, you can go to your HR and request this form. It's a W 4 form. It's going to stop them from taking federal income taxes out of your check. That way you can bring home a bigger paycheck. I usually tell people to do this so that you can get caught up on bills. You may have a car that needs to be fixed, or you may be behind on your rent and you need extra money. This is the form that you want to get and get it filled out. Usually it's either the first or the second pay period. Once you fill a form out, you would see the difference of your paycheck going upwards. Another free resource for you guys that are struggling financially and need help with bills and stuff, if you're in Alaska, you have 1,908 different programs to help you with food assistance, housing, goods, transit, health, money, and so on. Okay. And so this here is findhelp.org. You go here, you put in your zip code, like I did. I put in Anchorage, Alaska zip code, and it actually shows you the amount of programs in your community that you can reach out to get financial assistance or some type of assistance. Another place for you guys to get a loan is through uh, 1F Cash Advance. Okay, so first Cash Advance. Now, the reason is you can see here they got loans from 100 up to $5,000 as well. All right. Now, again, you have to think about when it comes to like if they're doing a hard pull on the credit and stuff like that, they're not going to do a hard pull on the credit. They make it very easy. So that's the reason they said no credit check, because they do use the third party credit bureaus in order to help you qualify for that loan. And I'll talk about this in a minute. Here's the third party financial credit bureaus that most people are not aware of when they're trying to get approved for a loan. Now, one of the bigger ones is Teletrack, which is owned by Equifax. All right. So if you've ever taken out a loan online or stuff like that, they keep that data and they sell that data to these here lenders that I introduced you to. Now, one of the biggest things that one person may get denied for is because they keep a lot of your old data. Say that you move somewhere, the address on your credit card or your credit application for your loan may be a new address. If that address is not matching up with these here financial credit bureaus, then that's the number one reason most people get denied. All right. So Teletrack is one. You also have Clarity Services, which is owned by Experian. Now, here's the thing about it, giving you more of a breakdown. You have Clarity Report, Clarity Credit Score, Fraud Alert, Security Freeze, Opt Out, and you can also contact them for any type of other discrepancies. But yes, you are entitled to get access to your financial credit report. All right. And I encourage people to get access to this. The reason is if you know what's on your financial credit report, this is going to be the gateway to you understanding why you're not getting why you're not getting approved for a loan. Another financial credit bureau is Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion. And like I said, you see that they give you the credit report. You can do the fraud alert, pre-screen, security freeze, as well as dispute items on the credit file. Let's talk about another lender that's very easy and very flexible in Alaska. This is Universal Credit, okay? And the reason they go all the way up to 50,000, from 1,000 up to 50,000. But the reason they're on the list is because you may have a great credit score. Say that you have at least a 740 or 800 credit score, but you may have too much maxed out credit cards and stuff, or you may have too much debt to income ratio, basically. Okay. And so they would work with you because they go all the way up to 75% debt to income ratio. So that's the reason why they're on the list, because they are very flexible. Now, Universal Credit is also associated with Upstart. Okay. So that being said, usually they're going to pull your TransUnion to take a look. But as you can see, to see if you qualify, they won't even do an impact on the credit. They're going to use those third party credit bureaus to see what's going on. Also, they may look at LexisNexis. All right. So that may be another lender that they may take a look at to see if you qualify. So I hope that these here lenders give you some increment of what's out there in the market. If you have any other questions, you can click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.